Welcome to the Golden Life. My name's David Gilbert. I'm here to help you become the alchemist of your life. And today we're taking a deep dive into passion. This is your invitation to become the alchemist of your life. You decode your heaven on earth and go through the alchemical process. The alchemist is a master of himself so that he can master life. People thought alchemists were turning lead into gold, but they're really crystallizing their soul into form. Alchemize your golden potential. Welcome to the Golden Life. Because maybe you're in a place right now. Maybe you're in a place where you're like, David, I feel totally passionless. I am depressed. I am down. I have no idea what my passion is. And I just want to feel that spark. Or you're on the other end where you're like, David, I'm following my passion. I'm doing the things that I think I want to do, and it's just not working out. And I had these expectations that if I just follow my passion, it's all going to work out and be butterflies and make lots of money and all the things. Well, we're going to jump into the subtle distinction between passion and your heart's desire, which I also like to call it following your golden thread. Because we grow up in society with unconscious beliefs. So from my perspective, I'm going to argue you don't even know your passions until you embark on your alchemical journey. What do I mean by that? You go through life. You're raised by parents, maybe wolves. I don't know. That'd be pretty impressive. As well as your society, whatever environment you're in, right? You develop beliefs over time and take on the beliefs from your external environment, because that's what we do as kids. We receive, right? We take in the world that we're born into. And then you go through life, and if you don't check these beliefs, these unconscious beliefs, that you'll probably start the process. I mean, you're watching this show, so you're starting the process already of uncovering these beliefs, right? But if you are in the darkness of your unconscious beliefs or inner reality, well, that means you absolutely have no idea, maybe absolutely not have no idea, but you have no idea what your true beliefs are. And then if you never gotten in touch with your actual heart, you're just following the idea of passion. You're just following what somebody else said, which might be the only reason why you want the mansion with the car or whatever the thing is. You know what it is for you. Come on, we all got it. I even got mine. I still want the Corvette. So until we realize, and you'll see everybody online nowadays, go follow your passion, and like people jumping into things because you can go on social media or Instagram and see everybody apparently making money doing whatever they want. So you're like, I'm going to make money, do whatever I want. And you think you want this thing, but you don't realize you don't actually want that thing deep down. If you were to get into touch with your heart, you're going to see it's a different story. And sometimes you don't always know. You just kind of bumble your way through life, and it's just kind of this pull towards something, and you don't understand what it is. And this episode is for you to remind you to follow that pull. Because I could share a little bit of my own story. Right? Why am I shooting this podcast called The Golden Life? Well, it started back with my great-great-great-grandpa, who came out from Germany during the gold rush, back when there was no Panama Canal, and he had to get on a boat and then get off on the Panama Canal and walk it through the jungle and get on the other side to get on another boat to make it up to California. And he sacrificed everything to start a new life in hopes of discovering gold. Now, the Rosenbergs ended up being butchers because gold miners are really hungry, so they love meat. So he didn't find gold, but he made gold in other opportunities. And it's even funny because the other side of my family came out, I'm both 6th and 5th generation Californian. The other side came out in covered wagons. So the California spirit, the California heritage, I'm actually more Californian, I would say, than anything else in my bloodline. So I've always had this natural draw to the Golden State. And then this became apparent. I started making t-shirts in high school. I started with Central California and then California Lifestyle. And then being that I had back surgery and I was stuck on the couch designing on my computer and thinking of visionary ideas, the next vision from California Lifestyle was Golden Lifestyle, and that was going to be the luxury brand. And I was just following this thread, which you could almost say is passion, but it was something that would just come up naturally, like more from the heart than the head. And I continued to follow it, and this thing, golden lifestyle, just always stuck with me. I was thinking about how can I create a guide called the Staying Golden Guide, way back in the day. And then I just kind of dropped it. And it was always a part of me, but I didn't know what was going to happen. Well, then comes the year of 2020. I opened a retail store, meditation supply store. And I also decide along that time to start the Golden Life Academy. Because even I can actually backtrack before that, a couple years before that, I was like, I'll turn Golden Life into a magazine. Like, I know there's this pull in me to create something. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to keep following it. So at one point, I thought it was a magazine. That didn't quite turn into anything. So then I brought it back again, the Golden Life Academy. And actually, Lucky, shooting this video here, was one of the first people to go through the Golden Life Academy and go through one of the courses that I offered. Now, once again, I was doing that on the side and it wasn't the main focus, but I was giving myself space to just play with it, to just go there and see what happens. And then from there, I end up closing the store. And as I shared in a previous episode, if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. It's, I believe, the second episode of where I buy The Idiot's Guide to Alchemy, and I understand that my whole tattoo sleeve tells the 3 phases of alchemy down to the exact symbolism. And that was a moment for me where it was just mind blown. I've been following this pull, and I didn't always have words for why, or like, what is this golden life like truly mean? Like, I could conceptualize it in my head, I could see the vision, but like being able to speak it, more visual, so words are sometimes a little bit harder to communicate very effectively. And that grounded it, where I was like, whoa, alchemy, golden life, becoming the alchemist. It was all starting to come together to where I could even see it and grasp it and hold it. And then even from there, it continued to like following the pull, right? Started this process of what I now call the Alchemical Journey. And this was years later, maybe a year after the period of finding the book, started putting all these puzzles together. And that's when I birthed the Alchemical Journey. And I could see this golden thread I've been following to this point, where now it led to the book that you can go read, and you can uncover the map of the inner work journey, or what alchemists would call the great work. And that's for me when I truly found what I would consider my dharma, right? My soul's purpose is alchemy, is being an alchemical advisor for others. So no, it's a beautiful mystery if you follow the golden thread of whatever that is for you. And if you're like, David, I'm really depressed, I don't know what that is. Beautiful. I've been there too. I get it. And it's just about taking that step, about that itch that you know is the thing to go do, but for whatever reason, you just haven't gone out of bed to go do it. Or maybe your house, or maybe go take that big ask, or whatever that thing is that you know. That thing that if you try to push it to the side, it's going to come back up in another month or two, right? You're going to see something on TV or go talk to somebody, and that same word or that same topic's going to come up, and you're like, oh, there's something there. There's a pull there. But I keep pushing it away because I'm too tired, or I don't want to get outside my comfort zone, or whatever the excuses we love to jump into. So this is the invitation for you. And if I were to share a lesson about following your pull, is to know this isn't something in the head. This is in the heart. And that's where when you get in the spaces of maybe doing something that gets you into a flow state, right? Where you lose track of time and you're just fully absorbed in the activity. Or maybe going for a hike in nature and you kind of lose yourself. And when you're in that space of just kind of beyond ordinary life, and you feel just kind of free and you're not caught up in your head, and then if you feel a pull in that situation, that's one way to find it. Or you go try something new, or you finally go make the leap to go take the art class because you feel like making art is your thing, and you do it and you feel alive, you feel on fire, you feel this overwhelming passion. Beautiful. that is your opportunity to follow that thread. But the key distinction, not always follow your passion. You see people online talking about, oh, just follow your passion and then do this and then do that and you'll be golden. I want to invite another way to follow, instead of your passion, your golden thread. And that is, what if it was actually more fun instead of thinking you knew and you were so certain this is your passion? Because this is what can happen. You're like, David, I'm following my passion. It's just not working out. Well, maybe that's not really what you were meant to do, but you're gripping it so tight. Oh, if I don't show up as this in this way with this specific job or make money in this certain way, for example, then I'm not following my passion. Maybe. Or maybe you're in a trap door, right? You're chained instead of following the pull. So this is where, what if it could be more fun, more enjoyable to follow the passion and surrender to the mystery on the other side? Because I'm here sharing this moment with you to inspire you to follow your heart's desire, to inspire you to just grab that golden thread and start pulling on it. But simultaneously you pull on it and then you let it go. Because I can say, I don't know what the golden life will turn into in 10 years. So you're getting to witness the evolution, right? And this is where it can get more fun. If you could jump into the unknown of the mystery and let the universe co-create with you something more beautiful than you could imagine by yourself. Now to me, that is pretty freaking exciting. So I hope this sparks something in you. And the message I want to leave you with at the end of the day is that you can't rush the unfolding of your magic, right? This is a lifetime of exploring, of surrendering, of trusting that if you just follow your heart's desire, if you just follow this pull that doesn't make sense and maybe isn't going to get you the immediate thing that you thought you wanted, but leads you down another path, well, that's where the real magic happens. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you to first reflect on what you think your passion is, and instead start to realign with your heart. Does this spark something in my heart? And then from there, go ahead and experiment. Get out there, try new things, and if you can loosen the grip of how you think it should turn out, and instead allow the unfolding to beautifully unfold and sprout or blossom, that is when you're going to get an amazing amount of gold, more gold than you could even imagine, because you're working with the universe, not just with your limited mind. And if you're like, David, I have my passion and kind of have a vision, but it's not really clear and I don't know if it's aligned with my heart's desire, well, hey, here's an amazing opportunity for you. Go ahead, click the link below. You can fill out an application. And if we're the right fit, I will offer you a vision session to help you do just that. We will create that compelling golden life vision for yourself. We'll make sure it's aligned with your heart, and we'll give you the tools to overcome whatever limiting beliefs are the way and jump right into following and creating that vision. And if this episode sparked something inside of you or created more clarity for yourself so that you could truly follow your heart's desire, my big ask is to simply send it to one person. First of all, let them know you're thinking about them, because that is such a gift in of itself. And then second of all, let's create a world of people who are following their heart's desire, because imagine what kind of world that will create. Thank you, and stay golden.